Hi everyone and welcome to Tozan Tips. Tozan Tips. Today I'm going to talk about a summer pest that all of you will probably experience in the mountains: insects. When you're hiking in the mountains in the summer, you're going to run across mostly mosquitoes as the number one thing, and second, depending on where you are, you might run into some horse flies. And as it gets closer to autumn, in September and October, you'll probably run into giant Japanese hornets. Today I'm going to focus on how to keep mosquitoes away on your hikes. I'm going to share with you some things that you can do to prevent mosquitoes from getting on you, some insect repellents. I'm also going to make my own insect repellent and test it out. And I'll also show you what to do after you get bit by a mosquito and what you can do while you're taking a break to keep mosquitoes at bay. To start with, I'll talk about things that you can do when you're taking a break. The most popular way in Japan is to use what's called Katorisenko, or mosquito coils. You can buy these pretty much anywhere, any supermarket or a drugstore. And inside this container, there's a mosquito coil that looks like this. And this is the container that you put it in. You'll basically put it in here, close it up. Actually, before you close it up, you gotta light it on fire. So you need some matches or a lighter. You light it and you put it in here, and then the smoke is supposed to keep the mosquitoes away. This is kind of effective, but it does smell. So if you're sensitive to smells, then be careful about using this. You can actually use this when you hike. It has a little clip here, and you can clip it onto your rucksack or onto your clothing. I tried to do this once when I was hiking in Hokkaido. I was staying at a small inn, and the owner lent this to me and said, watch out for horseflies. So when I was hiking, I lit this, and the smoke just went right up into my face, and the horseflies still came, so it wasn't really effective for that. But a lot of people use it when they're just sitting and having lunch. You can also use Citronella candles, which are not quite as readily available in Japan. You got to either order them or get them from special outdoor shops. And this smell is supposed to keep the mosquitoes away. Citronella is the same compound that's found in lemongrass. And this is a smell that mosquitoes apparently are not very fond of. When you're hiking, as long as you're moving and keeping a relatively brisk pace, mosquitoes are probably not going to bother you. It's only when you stop to take a break or to take a picture that they might get on you. So while you're hiking, you can use the Headnet. So I've got this Headnet. Now the way that this thing is built, you don't really want to put it right on your face or you'll look like a bank robber. And also you won't be able to breathe. So it's better to actually wear some kind of hat, which I never ever wear a hat. If you wear a hat and then put it over top, then it'll look something like this and it'll stay out of your face. Okay, so if you're hiking in horsefly country, you can try this method. Or some insect repellent. You can either buy a pre-made insect repellent such as this Saratect, which is supposed to be kid-friendly and a little bit less harsh than some of the other insect repellents, and you can just kind of spray it on you. There's a lot of ingredients in here that are, I don't even know what they are, so these kind of commercial brands tend to have a lot of chemicals. So if you want to make your own, at least you know exactly what is in your ingredient list in your insect repellent. So today, I'm going to try to make my own repellent and test it on the mountain. So what you'll need to make your own homemade insect repellent, some kind of bottle that you can put the insect repellent in and mix it. I've got a bottle that I got at the 100-yen shop that has a spray attachment. You need some kind of base that you can use. You can use either vinegar or witch hazel or any kind of oil. I've got some coconut oil here that I'm going to use. You're going to need some kind of smell or essential oil that's going to keep the insects away. I have Hatsukayu, which is peppermint oil. Coconut oil is probably the easiest thing to get in Japan. There was a boom about 5 or 6 years ago with coconut oil, and you can buy this at pretty much any import shop. I got this at Yamaya. The peppermint oil you can buy at any drugstore, or you can order it online. Witch hazel is not easy to find in Japan, and it's kind of expensive, so you have to order it. Vinegar is pretty easy. You can get that pretty much anywhere. So it depends on your skin type. So basically what you do is you want to pour coconut oil into this bottle. And to make things easier, I've brought a funnel. And to spice up my insect repellent, I brought a couple of things from the garden. A sprig of fresh lavender leaves, and I have some fresh lemongrass. Step 1, put your base into your insect repellent. I filled it up about 3/4 of the way full. Then I need to add my peppermint oil. And then finally, I'm gonna add my fresh herbs. I'll close that up and shake it a little bit so that all of the mint and the other things can get mixed in pretty well. This is what it looks like. As you can see, it's completely natural. Well, I'm up on the ridge now where there's absolutely no mosquitoes and very few insects. So in order to field test this, I'm gonna go off the ridge, back down into the valley and near a mountain stream where I know there are a lot of mosquitoes. So let's find out if this really works. Well, I'm down in the valley now and I'm already getting bit by mosquitoes, so time is of the essence. Kind of rub it in. You really want to get around the back of your arms, which is where I just got bit. Smells like a minty coconut oil. Smells pretty good. I'm gonna do some on the back of my neck as well, but I'll probably avoid the face. So hopefully that'll be a little bit better. When you hike, some people love to hike in shorts. If you hike in trousers, you don't have to worry about mosquitoes biting your legs. However, mosquitoes do bite through fabric. So if your fabric is thin, they can bite through shirt layers. The main reason why you want to prevent getting bit by mosquitoes is some mosquitoes carry diseases. Malaria is not really a problem in Japan, but there is dengue fever and Japanese encephalitis. Chances of catching it is very rare, but it's better to be cautious just in case. Well, I just had a mosquito fly in front of me. She did not land on my skin, so that's a step in the right direction. That's right, I did say she, because only the female mosquitoes suck blood. They need to suck the blood for their eggs. So far, so good. If you get bit by a mosquito, there are a couple of topical treatments that you can use to help keep the itching a little bit more bearable. And you can get these at any drugstore or supermarket. This is called Unakulu. This is the small version. And after you get bit, you just take it off and put it on to your mosquito bite. This is the competitor Muhi, which basically has the same thing, just an alcohol in there that helps to soothe the mosquito bite. So today I talked a little bit about insects and a homemade insect repellent that you can try on your next hike. So I'm going to continue my hike down the mountain through mosquito territory, hopefully not getting too bit. So when you're hiking in the mountains of Japan in the summer, be careful of insects, especially those pesky mosquitoes and horseflies. Thanks for watching.